Hi, bro. What you want? I actually saw this. Okay, yeah, it's like a little fade. Yeah.
I think I might try that.
What's that?
I'm coming in like 2 weeks, so if I don't like it.
Yeah, okay. We should try that.
Alright, what's up guys? So today we're going to be doing a low fade for my client. So he usually gets a mid fade, but today he wanted to try something different and wanted to go for a low fade. So here I'm just parting the top and the sides using the comb. I'm going to clip that hair up. Okay, and now here, going with the 1.5, and I'm going to create my space to fade. So I'm using the comb to keep that hair down as I go up with the 1.5 to create this space that I'm going to have to fade. So there I'm just flicking out at the top to create sort of stoppage point. Alright, so now here going in with my slim lines and putting the bald line. So when I put the bald line in for a low fade, I use the natural curve around the ear where the hairline is, and that's going to be your reference point of where to put the bald fade in, or the guideline. And then here I'm going down, and that shape that I created with the 1.5 with a comb, I'm just going to follow that down so that it can be like a low drop fade. So right here, curving around the ear, that natural line, then I'm just going to bring that down following the shape that I already created with the 1.5, and then boom, balding out. And just making sure here that everything is symmetrical and looks good. Okay, so now I'm going with the shavers, and I'm going to flick out at the top of right when I get to that line. I'm going to flick out so that doesn't create such a harsh line. Okay, here now I'm going with my no guard open, just going to create about maybe 3/4 of an inch thick, creating my space to fade. So that would be my first guideline here. So boom, I'm giving myself enough space to fade. Okay, so now I'm just doing clipper over comb just to get rid of some of that bulk. And this is going to allow me to get enough space to fade so that I have a good like gradients in the fade. So right there, clipper over comb. I'm not doing a square shape when I'm using the comb. I'm kind of flaring it out a little bit. So now this is the one. I'm going about the same size panel right above that no guard open. I'm going to do that right above it. So right here, flicking out at the top just to make sure I get all that hair off, just so I can see my panel. And right there on the other side as well, I'm going to do that same thing. So now here's a 1.5 again, just going back over that, going up to that clip over comb line, and then using the comb to keep that hair down where I want to keep the bulk, just like that. Alright, now I'm going on the head, I'm not flicking out. Okay, so now this is the half guard. So half guard, half open, half closed, whatever. But it's the half guard halfway, and then I'm gonna hit that line, that middle line that created right on top of the half guard. And then I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna start blending that into the one open guideline. So here, it's a half guard open, and just gonna smooth that fade out, or that line out. It's gonna do that same thing to the other side. Half guard halfway, gonna tap that line, and then gonna go back with it open, and just gonna work that clipper through that hair, and that line should come out. So we're just setting the foundation here, and then we're gonna come back to detail after. Do around the back, same thing, halfway, and then open. We're gonna feed that hair through that clipper. And here, just getting rid of any dark spots, playing with the lever. Alright, so now taking out the bottom line, I'm gonna start with the clipper closed, and we're gonna tap that line once again. I'm going to do that all the way to the back. Then right there, gonna open the clipper halfway. We're gonna go right above what we just did. And then we're gonna close it one notch, and then any line that was above that halfway, the lever halfway, it should come out with this right here. And then we're gonna open it, the clipper all the way, and then we're just gonna detail any line that the lever halfway could have created, and we're just gonna detail into the half guard. Right there, so just detailing any dark spots. Now we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. Clip closed, and then halfway, close it one notch, and then we're gonna open it, and then that should complete the fade. And if you need to, you could come back with a trimmer just to get rid of any line right below the clipper close that could have been created. Okay, so doing the same technique in the back, getting rid of that bottom line. Clipper closed, halfway right there. And then we're gonna close it one notch, boom. And then right there, halfway, or open, and then just flicking out at the top of that line. And then right here, as I said, we're going to come back with a trimmer if we need to, and just flick out any bottom line that we see, trying to spread out that fade. Alright, so now we're going to start on the scissor work. Blow dry off the client, take off any hair. We want to keep it clean space to fade. Okay, so now we're going with shear over comb, using the thinning shears. And we're just going straight up into that bulk. Only using our thumb to move the shear. Right there. Just going straight up with the comb. Just like so. It's just gonna kind of blend in the sides to the top of the hair. Just trying to take away a heavy line. Just like that. Just gonna kind of thin everything out. Give that more gradient. Alright, so now we're gonna saturate the top of the hair. Get it ready for scissor work. Gonna part everything out. Make sure the crown is laying the way we want it to, the natural way the hair wants to go. So boom, my first section is going to be the top center. We're gonna bring that, and we're just gonna cut about 1/2 inch off. That's all he wanted. And then we're just gonna take that guideline all the way back to the crown, staying in the center, checking for the previous guide in the front, and then we're gonna cut that off. We're gonna cut that out just so we can give a little bit more texture to the hair. And then just bring that all the way back, boom, check that guideline, and then cut. And we're just trimming the hair here because we already cut the shape in his last haircut, and he just really wanted to trim, didn't really want to change the shape or the style, so we're just trimming. So here, going to the right top center, or the right side of the top of the head, and then we're gonna not gonna keep it square, but we're gonna kind of angle it, kind of keep it 90 degrees to the head so that it's of a more natural shape, natural style. It'll be a little bit easier for him to style when we keep it 90 to the head. So boom, just gonna cut that hair, point cut into that. Then we're gonna be careful not to cut too much into the crown. Right here, bringing it out to a square shape in the crown section. And boom, this is the left side of the top. Same thing, keeping it 90 to the head. Find our section, and we're gonna cut that. Then right here, palm to palm, in the crown area, just cutting all, just trimming that. Alright, so now we're gonna layer the crown area just so it's not as bulky. We're gonna bring everything off the head, bring it to the shape that we want to create, and we're gonna layer that just so it lays nicely down without being such a heavy line. We're gonna do that all around the back of the head and the crown area. So boom, I'm gonna shade that up, make sure everything's laying nicely. Then right here, gonna layer the front of the head just so it doesn't lay too heavy. Just gonna bring it 90 from his head shape. Then we're gonna cut off the triangle. That's gonna be right there. Just layering, just trying to make it less heavy. And these are vertical sections that we're doing. Alright, now we're just gonna blow dry all the hair off. That's my dog, Chewy. Shop dog. Alright, so now here's me just adjusting the camera angle, getting ready to do his eyebrows, the client's eyebrows. And I think, we're just putting 245 shave gel. Then here, I'm gonna start doing his eyebrows. It's basically for eyebrows, I just like to keep them natural, going with the natural shape that's like basically already there, just cleaning up all the hair that doesn't really need to be there. Basically kind of like the baby hairs. And then here, giving it just like that natural shape, getting rid of any unwanted hairs. Then right here, we're trimming the eyebrows with shears. Just gonna comb that up, and then anything that hangs over the comb, we're just gonna cut off. And then there's Chewy again. Alright, for the C cup, I'm gonna lay everything down, and then we're just gonna cut into that, making a nice C right there, giving that fade some okay, there's Chewy again, sleeping. Alright, so basically, yeah, we're just gonna cut into that, giving the fade structure, giving the shape structure. Yeah, so now we're gonna do the other side. So boom, lay everything down, and then we're just gonna cut into that hair. Trying to make it as natural as possible, but still trying to make it as sharp as possible as well. Yeah, just cleaning everything up. Right, boom, here, detailing. I believe this is the one open. Just getting rid of any dark lines you see. Then here, styling the hair. Blow drying the client off. Okay, and here's the after. So that's a low fade. Low drop fade, keeping more weight on the sides, just kind of keep that textured look. More here in the crown area as well. Yeah, we're gonna show my client. Okay, so basically here, just cleaning up the neck after cutting the hair. And boom, just blow drying, make sure all the hair is off. Yeah, it's basically the haircut. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like. If you want more of these videos, comment down below what you want to see next. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, goodbye.